Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Tropico. I'm Carex, and I think what we need to do is we need to start up Mission 2. Mission 2, the Speakeasy here. Seems to be the mission focus is criminals and Swiss bank money, custom rules, lower crime safety. Which actually is going to play into it a few times. Speakeasy tells the thrilling crime story of smuggling rum for the broker during times of prohibition and dealing with master criminals. The Allies want El Presidente to set up a system of crime and punishment and catch their public enemy number one, the Kingpin. Looks like it's only going to be taking place during the World War era. So let's get in here. Yeah, I think what we're going to want to do is essentially, I think it'd be cool if we just kind of had a sort of walkthrough and guide and playthrough for every single one of the missions. I have completed this one before, but I just enjoy playing Tropico. I've just had a lot of fun with this.
Do you remember, Presidente, that time between world wars when the Allies nearly declared war on us? How we laughed. Smuggling rum for a master criminal was no more than a hobby, really. For even the most masterful of master criminals is small fry to you. But bad luck knows no etiquette, and we soon discovered that he was #1 on the Allies' wanted list. So began our crash course in crime and punishment.
Because the first mission doesn't really have you doing any of that kind of stuff. In fact, we don't even know the broker, right? The first mission is literally just like, let's get our basic sort of bearings here.
Presidente. Especially your time, as you are the busy leader of a nation and not just a child playing in a sandbox.
Okay, thank you, Penultimo. Very much appreciated. This is just, you know, we're going to get that message every single time because we are an independent nation and we are going to need to set our constitutional things. All citizens can vote. That's usually what I go with. It kind of depends. There's a couple situations where you actually kind of have to go the other way with it. Or it's actually, I've found that it's better. Sometimes, you know, wealthy citizens can vote. This is kind of nice because if you think about it, the wealthy citizens probably like their life a bit more. So if they like their life, if people are happy, then they'll vote for you and stuff like that. Does increase the chance that broken poor citizens will become rebels. But see, maybe that's okay because maybe we can just, you know, have more rebel control. So maybe on like a military mission or something like that, we could do that. I think we're just going to go pacifist state. I don't think there's actually any... We might have to change that. I don't think there's any actual military combat in this one.
My client, a successful and exceedingly legitimate businessman, wants us to be friends.
That's right. So the broker's kind of one setting us up with the Kingpin. So we have to do some plantation fields here. Whoops. This is kind of the island that we're dealing with. Let's make sure the game is paused while we're kind of looking this. Very cool little sort of river delta looking area here. I mean, this is kind of neat. Unfortunately, you can't build on like any of this. This is all like super bumpy, crazy. I guess you can kind of build through here, but it's just not really like what we consider good building, right? There's a lot of limited space here. And if we go to, you know, it's always good to start here, right? And start looking through, okay, we need to do sugar. That's going to be mostly, it looks like it's going to be in the heart of it here. I think when I was playing this, I ended up doing a sort of building from the main downtown area here. And then it ended up kind of building from here. The dock is actually over here. It's not over here, which is kind of weird. In fact, I think at one point I ended up putting a dock in over here. Or I put something in over here that was going to help out. But what else do we have here? What kind of like ores and things? Oh, we got gold. That's not too far off. Might be good just to get gold. We got gold up here, actually. That's definitely set up for us to take. That's 120,000 gold. And this 30,000 gold. I think we might actually set ourselves up here. So we're going to need sugar there. Do we not have any corn? We don't have like any food production. Looks like we're all eating milk, which is fine. Maybe we could set up a fishing. Maybe we do a fishing wharf here instead. Actually, let's just double check that the dock would fit here. The dock would fit there. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I don't think I want to lead with this regardless, but having two docks is usually a pretty good thing. Otherwise, everything has to get pushed to this dock. But if most of our production, if we kind of push our production out to here, then it's not going to be that big of a deal because I don't think we don't have much economy. In fact, they don't really give us much to go with at this point, to be honest. Now we have a church. That's better than a chapel. We already have the rum distillery over here, though. Yeah, you know what? I think regardless of what I did the first time, I think we're going to end up just taking advantage of this area that we can fish here. Get that going. Get the people a little bit of food. We're probably going to just want another food plantation if there's something else we can do. We know that there's some good gold up here. Let's make sure we're kind of capitalizing on that right away. Heck, you could probably even put like... Dang. We could probably do 3 different gold mines here if we really don't care about building anything else up here. That's nuts. Here, let's get the road here. See, will it still fit? Yeah. That's nuts. That is awesome. And then out here, you know, we could put up a little like base or something like that. So we're gonna have a good amount of gold. So I think we're gonna be doing pretty well. I think we're gonna be doing pretty well up here. We are gonna need some bunk houses though, for sure. We do not have the tenements. This is Cold War era, so we're not gonna have that. Thinking about sort of the spacing out here. We could put in a clinic there, or a grocer could go here. Yeah, grocer could go there. I like that. We'll think about that in the future though. So that'll be a good thing to get going there. We also need to get those plantations for the actual mission. Plus that's going to feed into our economy quite well. I think with 4 sugar fields though, I think we are going to be able to do... This is like the 96% efficiency, and then if we bring it down here, that's 98. I like that. I think we're just going to do a bunch of these, honestly. We'll build an extra one for good measure. That'll be good. Or we could do the extra one as a different kind of crop. Because we were just talking about how food might be an issue. Coconut harvester maybe just to get some food diversity. I mean, you know, even if they don't love... bananas or something, that'd be kind of easy just to stick down. Let's do it. The problem with plantations is they just require so many people to work them. Like, it's just not going to function. I wonder, actually, the coconut, it's saying coconut harvester actually does pretty good here, even though we have a lot of logging going on. That logging, I think, is actually going to end up being a pretty good source of income, because we already have we can do hasty debarking. We can raise the price a little bit on the logging camp, or the wages, right, to get people working a little bit harder here. We might end up going in with the tree nursery upgrade. Let's just stick it down. Let's also get more fishing going down here too. But I think we're going to buy we need a rum distillery for sure. But I think we're also going to end up splurging for the shipyard. I think that's going to be a good way to take these logs and make them into something far more valuable. That's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap. I think having the rum distillery down here by the dock is going to be just fine. It's going to be totally fine. A couple houses. A lot of people are going to be working down there. At the docks. We still got 20-something thousand. We're going to want embassies. We're going to want embassies. So it looks like we already have an embassy. We already have one embassy. So let's go in with a second. That's going to be a good amount of money because we add the allies here. See, we could praise them, ask for money. Booyah. We haven't even unpaused the game yet. We got an extra 20,000. And we had to pay 5,000 to do that. It's 5,000 to praise. That actually isn't explicit. We could take a look at that. I didn't even know that for the longest time. I did not even realize that there was a cost. Where are you going? Here? All the way down to there. So we have a bus route that's going the whole length of the island. Okay. I mean, I guess that's actually kind of cool. Oh, this is what we were always supposed to do, right? More hands here and flip this to ignore safety regulations on the construction thing. Ignoring safety regulations, again, This just means that workers have a chance of dying on the construction site, but they work faster. So we have, people are expendable. People are expendable. I love doing all the work modes that make it so people might die. There's a really great work mode on the Pirate Cove, actually, that has people dying off. So it's just a great way to kind of, you know, keep control of the population and such, because that is kind of that can get out of control fast, especially if you make a nice, if everybody loves Tropico, it's just, I don't know, it just creates chaos. So typically I think that's a no-brainer. We might actually just want the second construction office though, just as like a preemptive thing. And of course, you know, for these different workplaces we'll want there, I think I'll actually quick build that one. I like quick building the construction offices because it just seems to be efficient. We could go in with another logging camp and another lumber mill, maybe do like a 3-to-2 ratio. But last time I think we had, what, 5 of these things? And we only had 2 lumber mills, so it doesn't seem to be quite... Maybe we start with, let's start with 1 logging camp. And then if we think that, you know, we're getting too many logs, we'll flip that around. We'll fix that. What else do we need to build? We actually want lower crime safety, not higher crime safety. That's what it said in the warning screen, right? I think actually what we're going to do is we could look and see if there's oil somewhere out about. Actually, let's check this beforehand. Because oil, when you go to this screen, it actually doesn't show oil. You have to specifically come down here and click oil. Yeah, there's oil all through here. Wouldn't it be that hard hooking up to that, honestly? Also, we're not too far from the gold, so we could swing down and get that gold like we were talking about earlier. It's a big thing of gold out here. If we bring this around and through and do the gold, what we could do is we could set up a big commune out here, and that could be pretty good. Actually, I'm kind of tempted to do that. We're not going to have the workers for this, actually. We might have to cool it a little bit. Let's at least think about where this mine would go. Is this just 1? Can we only get 1 around there? We might actually be able to... We could do 2, but it's going to drain out pretty quickly. Where was the oil? We just checked on that. How close is oil to this area? Right here. Very close. Very close. If we were to put another plantation here, like maybe we're just going crazy on the plantations, we have 4 units there, and then if we go something like that, then we'll have another 4 units. I think we play to put 2 more plantations down. We save some space here for other kinds of buildings, and we have some space down here for buildings. So I think let's add some stuff into here. No, we don't need the firehouse right now. Actually, it's usually good to build a firehouse early. That is usually probably a smart thing. Let's just get all the necessities down here. Oh, everybody loves the circus, right? Squeeze in a couple of those just to kind of fit the area. And then here we can just kind of... We're going to need a lot of people working out here. That's not too far, and they have all of their needs here. What am I missing? We got healthcare, we got faith, we got grocer for food, we got entertainment. I don't think there's anything else we're too concerned about for out here. And we might end up spending a little bit of money. I don't think there's any reason to hold on to some money, but we might bolster this area just to make sure that these people are working as efficiently as possible. So let's get some stuff into here. Entertainment's going to be tricky up here. These people are definitely going to be poor, so a tavern might be enough for them. That'd be perfect. That would have fit there. It's not going to, though. You know what I think we're going to do? Let's bop this road because it's not doing anything. In fact, we could probably end up bopping a few of these roads and cleaning that up quite a bit. There we go. Maybe getting in... Yeah, there we go. There's some bunkhouses we're getting. We might even be able to sneak a bunkhouse there, or we could just go house. Let's save a little bit of money, but honestly, our money's just going to tank. Our money's just going to tank. We're going to be sending out gold and sugar in the short... I don't know if we're going to be sending out sugar at all, because we might just be doing it in rum, right? We don't have tobacco going. We don't have weapon economy going. Not even plans for it. We do have planks. We are shipping out planks, but 3,000 is a lot of units. I don't think we're going to hit any of this right now. I don't think any of that looks that appealing. We do have a library, so we're getting a sort of a kind of a pathetic amount of production. Boy, the month is nice. I think we're going to need penal colony, actually, because this is all about bringing in the bringing in crime and stuff. So I think we're actually going to need that. Child allowances is kind of nice for making people happy and stuff. We'll just queue up some edicts there that might be good. Politics, we've already clicked on that. We need to get a... Oh, hey, what's up, broker? He's going to give us some missions.
Nothing that can be proven to break in.
Nothing that we care about right now. Thank you, broker. Have a good one. Yeah, let's pause this. Let's let it roll. I'm trying to think. Of course, I said unpause, then I go right to this screen. Teamster, that's right. Teamster is actually going to be critical here. Hold on. Like, the fact that we don't have a Teamster set up out here is going to be, like, not good. Let's set a Teamster up here. It's going to benefit from all of this housing and all of this here. That might be a quick build situation. No, we'll wait, because none of this is built, so it doesn't matter. Do we have a Teamster here? Second shift. We can't afford that. But we do need to hit this. Looks like we only have the one Teamster's office. Holy cow, that's actually... No, we have two. Why is it saying 0 buildings? Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not letting us get information on that. Let's go over to the construction bit though that we quick built. Make sure that that's set correctly. There we go. Oh, we actually had a... I guess the dock was preloaded with some funds. That's sneaky. That's sneaky. So dock was preloaded with some funds. Let's go through and actually upgrade all of our Teamsters and everything. All 3 of them. Wow, that was like all of our money. Power saw. We don't have electricity. I don't know if we're going to need it. I do want to also upgrade the 2 fishing wharfs. I want to give them the ability to find the shellfish. That's a really nice upgrade. It's only 750 and they start collecting shellfish all the time, like as they're collecting the other things. So that's really nice. Yeah, I think ultimately out here there's going to be a couple more plantations. I'm just kind of thinking to myself, what kinds? Corn's not that effective. Banana's only effective right there. Pineapple would do really well here. That's a 96% pineapple. We might just dump that down so I don't forget about that. Foreign aid's coming in. Nice. I don't know if people just eat raw cocoa or not. And I don't know how coffee works either. Because you don't ever make, like... I think people just eat the coffee. Yeah. Technically, if we move this Teamster's office over, we can get a very efficient banana. But I think we've already set... Yeah, we've already upgraded this. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Because that's pineapple. That's banana there. Yeah, we'll be fine. We don't need 2 bananas. And that's 4 more sugar plantations. So we'll have sugar for days, hopefully. So we're on speed 4. We're just kind of cruising, letting things build here. I'm kind of excited to get these gold mines going. I think that's going to be pretty effective. We could check on this to see if anything's fluctuated. Do we see gold here? I'm looking for gold and I'm looking for rum. Ideally, planks. Thing is, we're going to be moving the planks into boats soon.
Panic, Presidente, but I bring news of a threat so unthinkable.
Professional soldiers? Sorry, dude.
Let's face it, it's better to be one of the allies than one
An
of the...
import trade route. Is there an import trade route that we actually want to do? We could import coal for a small amount of money. That'll make them happy. We don't lose anything. We just sell the coal back, right? It was a plus 0%. So we're just going to import it, pay them fair market price, and then sell it at fair market price. So you can make a ton of money from importing. Sometimes there's imports here that are like minus 20%. You could buy a huge boatload of something at minus 20% and then sell it at regular percentage, or maybe even get another trade route to actually sell it at a higher percentage, right? So you can make tons off importing if you... I just never really bother, to be honest. I never really bother. But it's definitely an option. Okay, so here we're going to do our classic thing where we go profit protocol, but we're going to give them a little bit more pay. What we just don't have right now... Don't we have 3 watchtowers? Oh no, we need to modernize these. Watchtowers are like more advanced guard towers. Is it not going to let us modernize these directly? It's disabled by passive estate. Great. Thanks. Thanks, game. Okay, so let's get these watchtowers down, because that's what the allies want us to do, apparently. I don't think anything's going to fit in there of any value. So let's just stick that there. In fact, honestly, you know, I'm just going to delete the watchtowers. Didn't we have one out here too? Maybe we just had these 2, I don't know. Or by watchtowers I meant guard towers. These things are super cheap. That looks fine. I don't... what does it do? Decreases liberty? I mean, I don't... Yeah, this thing is just... What does it do for us if we have passive estate? We have nothing, because it's disabled. Yeah, it's disabled, so no one's going to complain. That's the point of the story. No one's going to complain about these, because it's just... Building's disabled. We don't need military going on. It is going to have us building barracks and stuff like that at some point. I think we have to build barracks, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. We have the 2, nice. So it detected that we had the fields down, and then asked us to build rum distilleries. We already built a second one, so we're good to go there. Fulfill and export. Oh, it wants us to do a pirate smuggler trade route with the smugglers. This is the different faction. Are you kidding me? I think it's going to actually be at a reduced cost. From minus 90%. Oh, we're just going to do 250 units. So we're going to lose 2,000 on this sucker. That's fine. That's fine. We'll make it work. The watchtowers are getting built, hopefully. What's that going to give us? Blueprint for the police station. Right on.
Atomic bombs. Fact or fiction? Tropic inside.
Presidente, I am inspired.
Penultimo getting interrupted. Build a high school. That might actually be decent if we don't have one already. We're going to want one. Yep, we don't have one. Very expensive, though. Very expensive. The other thing we probably do need is a fire station. But that typically there probably is going to be a mission to tell us to build one, so I'm not too worried about it. What's our unemployment vacant job numbers looking like? 77 vacant jobs, all uneducated. Wow. Mostly. Yep. So that's kind of a problem, but as people move into the city will be okay here. Plenty of places to live for well-off and poor, so there's no homeless. Well, there shouldn't be. Why do we have... Wait a second. We have homeless?
Did I forget something?
I bet you these people are by the dock. Where's your home? Oh, these just haven't been built yet. No, I think these guys will move into here once these homes come in. And then, yeah, we definitely have people living out here. Because apparently these areas are... Oh, we can do raids. Let's get the raid going. So with the raid, we can import stuff. I'm almost tempted to do a single rescue many. Just to get a little bit more people at the start, even though they're kind of expendable people. And then we could actually follow that up with a rescue educated. And then we probably just go in with a bunch of... I don't know, we could think about getting more food diversity. And for the most part, we're making pineapples. We're not actually making corn, ironically. I don't even see corn on any of these lists. Oh, there it is. Corn, coffee. Coffee, corn, gold. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Actually, let's fire that one up as to repeat. Going a little bit low into the negatives here. We're going to grab the allies, stick them there. We can praise them. If we get 5,000, we can praise them, make some money from that.
Good job there, Presidente. Thanks awfully.
Immigrants
say
would be
this
nice
now,
at this
but
moment in time.
Keeps us busy with
Random
exciting
Blueprint typically is the most
adventures, eh?
monetarily useful, but it's kind of going to be a shot in the dark if we get anything useful. Immigration office, I like that. That saved us like $5,000 or $6,000. I like that. I like the immigration office because then I can tell people that this is for Tropico only. And keep people out from, because later on, right now we need people, but later on we're going to want way less people. Way less people. I hope these people all live here. That's the dream, right? That's effectively the dream. Is there even a single plantation? Well, we can't tell. Well, we could go here and look. Is there a single plantation that would be effective here? Sugar, I guess. Not as effective as it would be there, though. Banana would be, like, acceptable, but not great. Rubber, maybe? I don't know.
Presidente.
Build a fire
My
station. There it
freelance
is.
Distribution experts have done their
Good job there, President.
The U.S.
We have a new trade route with the smugglers for rum. Hopefully they'll pay more.
Glad you can help, Presidente. Bloody frustrating.
Have a prison and a police station. Okay, we can work on that. Yeah, we're getting spammed over here. We just got another mission pop up. Export weapons, self-defense. This is not going to happen. We could look at this. We could just, it's a side quest. We don't have to do it. We can look at that and keep it in our back pocket here. See, now they'll buy it for 20% extra. So I think we are going to end up doing a good solid 15,000 unit order here. We're not even making corn. We couldn't even export it even if we wanted to. Oil is within reach though. Sugar, again, we're not doing sugar. We're keeping it, we should be converting it into rum mostly. We're probably doing a little bit, see, I'm not seeing boats, I'm not seeing planks, it's kind of a bummer. I'm not seeing gold. I'm blind. I'm not seeing gold, so there's nothing really for us to do in terms of that. Is there any way to upgrade? You could actually upgrade the coconut harvester, increasing job quality and efficiency. That's actually only 300 to do that. Dang, that's totally worth it. Otherwise, the job quality is actually a 40. Wow, a 40. I was gonna say that's like twice. That's twice as awesome. I guess that makes complete. I'm not gonna say that doesn't make any sense. I'd much rather walk around and collect coconuts than you know.
Making stuff is good.
Produce corn. Whoops. Produce coin. I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying. We actually don't have that on lock right now, but that'll be easy to do. And we probably do want to do it.
Throw oddly shaped objects at?
The voice of Tropico reminds
We
all
might be able to do that
citizens
too.
be vigilant,
We're definitely going to need to
sparingly,
build a
and buy
garrison
war
for...
bonds. Victory depends upon the size of the palace treasury.
Oh, police station. Okay. Let's check exactly where the gold is. I don't want to cover that up. We don't have any money. I think hopefully we'll be making some money here. We got sugar in here. None of these people are working though, which feels awesome. There's some rum there. It's not getting moved around. Actually, guys, it's time to take a pause in the episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. We'll be back to continue this sort of walkthrough and let's play for mission number 2, Speakeasy. And hopefully the economy will bounce back here because it's a little bit shaky at the moment. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. See you guys in the next one.